So let me introduce accounts manager in a construction company. So totally my experience comes to 11 plus years. Okay, so that's about myself, and nothing much about myself to tell. And may I have your education qualification and your working experience, if you have any?
Thank you. Can you speak a little bit slowly?
Sure.
Thank you.
Can I have your background, please?
Yes. I'm Cindy, and I work in accountant almost more than 6 years.
Great.
But before, I also being SSA teacher, teach some accountant course.
Excellent.
Okay. That's all.
Fine, fine. You are basically from?
What? From China.
You are
from China.
Excellent. Great, great. Okay, right. So, hope my voice is clearly audible.
Yeah. This
my voice is clearly audible, or?
Yeah, sometimes not so good. But it's okay now. It's okay. Your voice is okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Right. Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Okay. So let us start the session. Okay. So you must have joined here to have a demo on SAP FICO, correct? Okay. So before we look into SAP FICO, first let us try to understand what is an ERP. Okay. So understanding ERP is the base point when you want to learn about SAP finance and controlling module actually. Okay. So what exactly is ERP? How can we define the term ERP? Any contribution from your side? Hello?
Hello, hello.
Do you have any idea regarding ERP?
Yes, before I heard about that, someone like enterprise resource running. Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes, I'm hearing.
Like integration of business function.
Correct. Okay. So basically, what exactly is ERP? Let me add some more points to your knowledge bank. What is ERP? So basically, ERP, the term ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. It speaks about an enterprise resource planning, and it helps the management of the organization. It helps the management of the organization in planning the resources of an enterprise. The basic objective, the basic motive behind ERP is the concept of ERP has been developed with a basic motive called planning of the resources of an enterprise or of an organization. Now the question comes, why organizations has to plan the resources? To know, let us discuss about the resources which are available to an organization. What are all the resources generally an organization will have? See, basically, when you speak about resources of an organization, we need to discuss about money, manpower, material, machines, market, and methods. So these are all the 6 resources a business organization needs to have in order to run the organization effectively. In order to run the business successfully, each and every organization needs to have some resources, and these resources are very, very important. Without these resources, no organization can see the success. No organization can see higher profits. No organization can increase or can strengthen its financial position. So therefore, each and every organization have to have these resources called money, manpower, material, machines, market, and methods. Okay. So here the point is, an organization, if it wants to see the success, if it wants to see the high success, if it wants to earn higher profits, or if it wants to strengthen its financial position, first of all, organization has to make use of the resources effectively. What I mean to say is, any organization, listen to my explanation carefully please. Any organization which is utilizing its resources effectively, qualitatively, so that organization will earn higher profits and will strengthen its financial position. So in order to enjoy the higher profits and in order to strengthen the financial position of the organization has to utilize the resources effectively and qualitatively. But the point here is, why organization has to maximize profits or increase the profits? Why each and every organization is interested in earning more profits? Any idea?
Yeah, because shareholder, this is must make money.
Correct. So because if shareholders will be investing in the shares of the organization expecting some profit, right? In accounting terminology we call it as dividend, correct?
Yeah.
So
yes.
Any organization which is having more profits, which is earning higher profits, the organization which is with higher profits always can declare higher dividend to the shareholders. Am I right? The organization which is declaring more dividends, which is giving more dividends to the shareholders, okay, nothing but the value of the share in the market will be increased, correct?
Yeah.
So value of the share is getting increased. Share value in the market is getting increased, nothing but increase or increasing in the wealth of the shareholders, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so higher profit is having impact on the wealth of the organization. An organization which has higher profits, which is earning higher profits year by year, it can maximize its wealth. It can increase the wealth of the shareholders. So as profitability element is having impact on the maximization of the wealth of the organization or wealth of the shareholders, each and every organization is interested in earning profits. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Okay, but the point here is
I try because
how to increase the profits, how to maximize the profit. We know very well that by increasing the profits to the greater extent, we can increase the wealth of the shareholders or wealth of the organization. So in order to increase the wealth of the shareholders, we need to increase the profit or we need to maximize the profit. But the point here is, how to maximize the profit is a big question. Which organization can maximize its profits? Which organization will enjoy more profits? So the organization which makes use of its resources effectively. So whatever the resources which are available to, if that organization resources effectively, definitely it can increase the profits, increase the wealth of the shareholders. So increase in the wealth of the organization depends on increase in the profitability. Increase in the profitability depends on effective utilization of resources. If you can use resources effectively, ultimately it results in increasing of the profits. But the point here is, how to utilize the resources effectively. That is what is a big headache for each and every organization. Everybody knows that it's a proven concept that if we can make use of the resources effectively, we can increase the profit. But the point here is how to make use of the resources effectively, qualitatively. So the usage of the resources effectively or qualitatively depends on the planning of the resources. If you can plan the resources, if you have an effective plan how to use the resources, then only you can use effectively. Without a plan, can we make use of the things?
Hello.
Is it possible to make use of the things?
Hello. Sorry, pardon. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Are you able
Hello.
to hear
Yeah.
me? Yeah,
Yeah.
are you able to hear me?
Now, yeah, now I can hear you. But no, maybe 1 minute ago I can't. You asked me question. Hello. Hello.
Hello? How about now?
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's
Yeah,
all.
you're
Yeah.
fine.
Sometimes the
Okay.
service is not so good.
Okay, okay. Might be some internet interruptions. Okay, fine.
Oh.
Right. So the point here is, it is a proven concept that the organization which is earning more profits can declare more dividends, and more dividends will result in maximization of the wealth of the organization.
Oh,
But the
yes.
point here is how to increase the profits. The organization can increase the profits by using the resources effectively. So in order to have the organization has to use its resources effectively. But when an organization can use the resources effectively, so
When?
an organization can use the resources effectively when it has an effective plan for usage. It has to have a plan to use the resources. So
Yes.
planning resources, effective planning of resources will result in effective utilization of resources. Effective utilization of resources will result in effective maximization of wealth of the organization.
Oh.
Got the point?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the reason why,
Planning.
as planning is completely affecting on the wealth of the shareholders, wealth of the organization. Each and every organization is interested in planning the resources effectively. Each and every organization looks for effective planning, but planning the resources is not that easy task as we speak. It is not that easy as we speak. It's a very big challenge in real time of a business organization. Is a very hectic task, challenging task, okay, for the higher management of the organization. But with the introduction of ERP, by using the concept called ERP, by using a package called ERP, that planning becomes easy. Planning becomes easy for each and every organization. The very reason behind that is ERP has been developed exclusively for effective planning. ERP will help the organization, will assist the organization, will let the management know how to plan the resources effectively. So it will simplify the processing of planning of the resources effectively. So using the ERPs, each and every organization can plan the resources effectively. Once the resources are planned effectively, then organization can make use of the resources effectively. Once the resources are used effectively, organization can have higher profits. Once the organization is having higher profits, it can declare more dividends to the shareholders. Once organization is declaring higher dividends or more dividends, nothing but it will increase the wealth of the shareholders. Got the point?
Yes.
Hope my explanation is clearly understandable.
Very
Okay?
clearly. Okay.
Fine. Right. So you're following my language?
A little bit difficult for me, but I try to understand you.
Okay. Effective planning, which results in effective utilization. Effective utilization of resources results in higher profits. Higher profits will be resulted in more dividends. More dividends will result in increase in the share value. Increasing the share value, nothing but increase in the wealth of the organization. Okay. So this is what is the basic motive behind designing or using of an ERP by each and every business organization. Okay. So not only ERP will help in planning, it also helps the business organization in automizing the business process among the various departments of the organization. When you speak about a business organization, you will find a number of departments, correct? So the number of departments will be integrated. The process among the number of departments will be automized, will be simplified, will be smoothened by implementing or by using the ERP. Okay. So actually speaking, in the world, in the market, there are number of ERPs are available. More than 68 ERPs are available. More than 68 ERPs are available. Here I have mentioned very few among those. So various ERPs like SAP, Oracle Financials, JD Edwards, Microsoft Dynamics, PeopleSoft, Ramco Marshall, Manufacturing Pro, Tally, Focus. I have mentioned only few just for our reference sake. Okay. So actually
This,
speaking,
sorry, all this SAP or Oracle is just all this is ERPs, just
correct,
different name,
correct.
different
Okay.
company, and okay.
Different are correct, correct. Okay. So like this, we have more than 68 number of ERPs are available across the world. Out of the number of ERPs that are available in the market, out of the number of ERPs that are available in the market, SAP is the top one ERP. SAP has taken number one position. That means most of the business organizations are using SAP as ERP for automizing their business process. Okay. So most number of organizations are using SAP for automizing their business process. Why SAP has taken number one position? What made SAP to become number one ERP when number of ERPs are available in the market? The very reason behind that is SAP as an ERP, it's an open technology basically. SAP as an ERP, it's an open technology. When I say open technology, SAP can be used by any kind of business organization. SAP can be used by any kind of business organization. What I mean to say kind of business organization is whether the organization may be in service industry, service sector or manufacturing sector. So here, irrespective of the type of the industry in which the organization is getting operated, irrespective of the type of the industry in which the organization is getting operated, it can use SAP as an ERP comfortably without any problems for automizing its business process. This is one of the reasons why SAP has taken number one position, number one place among all the ERPs which are available in the market. And there is one more reason. SAP as an ERP, it is more flexible, it is more compatible, it is more convenient in communicating with other third-party softwares. Suppose, let's say I'm owning one organization. I'm using some software for automating my business process. Now, I would like to implement SAP. I would like to use SAP. So what SAP can do is, SAP as an ERP, it can comfortably communicate with the software right now I am using. You take any software, any platform, any software or any package, any tool that is being used by the organization, with that software or with that tool, SAP can communicate comfortably. It can integrate with other third-party tools comfortably. That means it can send the data to those third-party tools, and also it will receive the data from those third-party tools. Whereas this particular facility is not available with other ERPs which are existing in the market. That is the reason why SAP has taken number one position in the market. Not only that, there are number of reasons why SAP is number one right now in the market. SAP as an ERP, it can support multiple countries, multiple currencies. It can support at a time multiple currencies, and also it will support multiple languages across the world. Again, this facility is not available with other ERPs. So that is the reason why SAP has taken number one position, and most of the organizations which are looking for ERP usage, most of the business organizations which are looking for ERP usage, they are looking for SAP especially to implement or to use or to automate their business process because of the said reasons. Okay?
Yeah.
Then coming to the SAP, okay? So
Yeah.
I haven't started exactly the course what we are going to discuss, okay? That is FICO, Finance and Controlling module. Before we discuss about Finance and Controlling module, let us have some more general overview of job categories in SAP. Job categories in SAP. So basically, there are two job categories in SAP. One is, first category is a consultant, and the second category is an end user. What I mean to say is, the person who knows SAP, the person who is well versed in SAP, either he can become a consultant or he can become an end user. He can become a consultant or he can become an end user. Now first, let us have clarity discussion on end user. Who is an end user? Any idea regarding who is an end user?
Like accountant, like yeah, in the company, working in the company.
What do they do?
They like like some different department, like shop, buy something material and product center, like this, like
you mean to say those will be involved in processing the business transactions, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and so here, correct, what you said is very much right. Okay, so I'll give some more clarity on that. End user is a person who uses ERP for processing the business transactions into ERP system. Okay, here ERP means SAP is an ERP. End user is responsible for processing the business transactions into SAP system. See, when you speak about business organization, numerous transactions will be taking place every day, right? It will be dealing with number of transactions. Number of transactions will take place. Number of transactions will happen. So whatever the number of transactions that have taken place, all those transactions must and should be recorded. All those transactions must and should be processed. So who will do those? That processing of transactions, recording of transactions into the system will be done by a person called end user. End user is a person who is responsible for data processing and also responsible for reports generation. Okay?
Yeah.
And in real time of an organization, end user will be engaged in data processing. That is what we have discussed. Okay? So in SAP, when end user is processing transactions, end user will process the transactions using the screen called SAP Easy Access screen, which you are seeing right now on your screen. Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so SAP Easy Access screen is the SAP screen which is used by the end users in order to process the regular transactions into the SAP system. Am I clear? Now, so this is what is the role of an end user and SAP Easy Access screen. Then coming to the consultant. So to understand the consultant, again we need to discuss about end user. So when we discussed about end user, what we have discussed, end user is responsible for processing the transactions, correct? But here the point is, for processing the transactions, listen to my explanation carefully please. For processing the transactions by the end user, some back-end settings are very much required. Some settings are required. Without those settings, it is not possible for the end user to process the transactions. Okay? So whatever the settings, whatever the back-end settings that are required for smooth processing of transactions, whatever the back-end settings that are required for smooth processing of transactions, all those settings, all those back-end settings will be done by a person called consultant. Okay, so the consultant role is what? Consultant role is to do the back-end settings. So whatever the back-end settings are required for smooth processing of transactions, those required settings will be done by a person called consultant, and this consultant will do all those settings in the screen called IMG screen, which you are seeing right now on your screen. Correct?
Display
okay.
MI.
Yeah, display IMG. So this is the screen which is used by the consultants in order to do the backend settings. And remember, during the training, you will be provided training both in consultant area as well as in end user area. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, right. But the point here is, so now we have discussed about end user and consultant, and also we have discussed about the screens, SAP Easy Access screen and IMG screen, correct? Okay, so here I'll repeat once again for your clarity's sake. IMG screen is the screen which is used by the consultants in order to process, in order to do the settings required by the end users for smooth processing of transactions. And easy access screen is the screen used by the end users in order to do data processing. In order to process the various transactions, end users will use these two screen, this particular screen, easy access screen. Okay, so as far as concerned to SAP, there are only two screens which we need to remember. Only two screens, not more than that please. One is easy access screen and the other one is IMG screen. Easy access screen, IMG screen. Easy access screen will be used by the end users and IMG screen will be used by the consultants. Clear?
Yes. Can I ask a question about about IMG? I must some manager can go in as a normal person.
Yes, correct. only consultants can go for IMG. End users cannot use IMG screen. They will not have access, they will not have authorization to enter into the screen. Okay?
Okay.
Then one more next. So we have discussed about consultants and end user. Now I'm going to entering into this finance and controlling module. So before we go into finance and controlling module, okay, just 1 second please. Yeah. So before we enter into finance and controlling module, let us look into SAP divisions first. This is very much required before we go into finance module, finance and controlling module. So SAP divisions, so basically SAP as an ERP, it has two divisions within it. It has divided into two parts, you can say. It has divided into two sections, two divisions. First division is technical division and the second division is functional division. First division is technical and the second one is functional. So what is technical? Technical division of SAP is meant for those candidates who are with some programming background, who are well versed with some programming background like Java, C, C++, any other programming language, computer background. Okay, the person who are with some programming knowledge, for them the technical division is meant for. Okay, and within technical division, again technical division has two subdivisions. One is ABAP, another one is basis. So as we are not related to programming side, as we are not the programming side persons, we don't need to bother about technical division. Now coming to the functional division, that is second division.
Wow.
Functional division of SAP is, hello?
Hello.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I listen.
Fine, yeah. So functional division of SAP is meant for those candidates who are having knowledge or experience either in accounting side or finance side, inventory side, production side, human resource, HR side, like that, marketing side. Those who are having experience in these fields or in these areas, for them the functional division of SAP is meant for. So some of the functional divisions of SAP I have mentioned here: finance, controlling, material management, sales and distribution, production planning, customer relationship management, supplier relationship management, supply chain management. So I have mentioned very few. Like this, more than 58 subdivisions are there in functional division. More than 58 subdivisions are there in functional division of SAP. Okay. So today we are here to discuss about finance and controlling module, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, now let us discuss about finance. What is finance module and why it is used by organizations? What are all the advantages an organization will have using the finance module? So basically, this is important to understand, please. Basically, finance module will help the business organization in generating various financial related reports. It will help the business organization in generating various kinds of financial reports, and using those reports, higher management can take decisions related to financial activities. If organization or if management wants to take decisions related to financial activities, it needs to have some reports, correct?
Yes.
So whatever the reports organization wants, in which fashion it wants, in which pattern it wants, in the required fashion or in the required pattern, reports can be generated using the finance module, and using those generated reports, management will take decisions related to financial activities of the business. So this is one of the reasons why most of the organizations are looking for implementation or usage of finance module of SAP. Apart from these, using the finance module, as and when you want, you can generate profit and loss account and balance sheet. You know about profit and loss account and balance sheet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so profit and loss account will give us the profit picture, balance sheet will give us the financial position picture, correct? Okay, just so profit and loss account will give us the profit picture, whereas the balance sheet will give us the financial position. So these two statements can be extracted at any point of time. At any point of time, need not be at the end of quarter, need not be at the end of month or year or half yearly. Suppose if I want right now, if I want to see my profit and loss account and balance sheet, with a single click I can get profit and loss account and balance sheet using this finance module. Not only that, using finance module we can generate various reports related to customers, related to vendors, related to payments, related to receipts, related to impact can be generated using the finance module. And remember please, an organization which wants to use SAP, for automizing its business process must and should use finance module. Using finance module is a compulsory thing, because the very reason is, without finance, can we imagine a business organization?
Well, sorry?
Without finance, is it possible to imagine an organization?
No.
No, definitely not, because finance is a mandatory element. That is the reason why experts said finance is the lifeblood of an organization. The term finance has been defined as lifeblood of an organization. So because without which we cannot run an organization, we cannot imagine an organization. Therefore, finance module is compulsory module. Any organization which wants to use SAP for automizing its business process must and should implement finance module. Therefore, the persons who are having knowledge in finance, SAP finance module, are highly paid, are having high demand, high market. They are having high market when compared to other professionals. Okay? Then, so coming to the controlling module. Let us have a look overview of controlling module. So why controlling module is required? What is the importance of controlling module with respect to okay, what is the importance?
You ask me?
No. I'm trying to explain you. The importance of controlling module is, see, do you accept if I say each and every organization is interested in earning more profits?
Good control, yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely. Every organization is interested in earning higher profits. But earning profits, there are two ways. In two ways, an organization can increase the profit, correct? One way is increasing the revenue, other way is reducing the cost. Two ways. By increasing revenue, it can increase the profit, or by reducing the cost also it can increase the profit. Am I right?
Yeah.
But which one is easy? Increasing the sales revenue is easier, or reducing the cost is easier? Let me ask the question in this way. Which option is in the hands of the organization? Whether increasing the sales is in the hands of the organization or reducing the cost is in the hands of the organization?
Oh, relatively reduce cost, control the cost.
Yes, reducing the cost is in the hands of the organization, but increasing the sales is not in the hands of the organization, because it depends on the market. It depends on the market conditions, supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
So it depends on the external factors, whereas reducing the cost is in the hands of the organization. That is the reason why most of the organizations nowadays, in recent scenario, in recent trends, most of the organizations are interested in reducing the cost rather than increasing the sales, because reducing the cost also results in increase in the profits. Okay?
Yeah.
Now here Controlling module will help the business organization. It will tell the organization how to reduce the cost to the maximum extent possible. Okay. So that is the reason why, as controlling module helps the business organization in reducing the cost. See, while developing controlling module, SAP has taken a lot of care. It has inserted, it has considered so many techniques, so many strategies, so many features, so many various important tools it has inserted while developing controlling module. By using those readily available tools and techniques, strategies and other things which are there in controlling module, an organization can reduce the cost to the maximum extent possible. Once it can reduce, it can increase the profits, correct?
Yeah.
Not only that, controlling module will help the organization. This is important, please. Controlling module will help the business organization in generating various cost related reports at various levels of the organization. At various levels, at various divisions of the organization, we can generate cost related reports, and basing on those cost related reports, looking at those, analyzing those reports, higher management will take decisions to how to control the cost. It will plan for controlling the cost, effective controlling of the cost, thereby organization can reduce the cost. Okay, so this is why, this is the reason why controlling module is being used by most of the organizations. But the point here is, the organizations which are in service sector, which are into service industry, for them using controlling module is not mandatory. But the organizations which are in manufacturing side, for them using controlling module is a mandatory module. Okay. So this is what is about finance and controlling module overview. Okay. So I'm done with my demonstration. If you have any queries related to the subject, you can ask. You are welcome to post.
So when we have the course, I can see the real software.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yes, and you teach me how to use.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And
regarding the duration and all, you can talk with the coordinator. Okay, how many number of sessions will be taken to complete the training? Okay, all those things you can, regarding the cost and all those things, you can discuss with the coordinator, course coordinator. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you had a nice demonstration. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and real SAP is like this. You
like this
show
only.
me.
Same. Yes, same as it is. Whatever you are seeing on your screen, it will be like this only.
It is all of the world is the same. I mean, just language different.
Yeah, that's it. Correct. Correct. You're exactly right.
If I go to go in some model, I must have some right? Like
sorry, I didn't get you. Can you come back?
I mean, if in the work, I go in some model, like go into the financial model, I must have some right, like some password, like some code.
Correct.
Go in.
Correct.
I cannot go into another department model.
Correct.
Also, in the same department, like accounting department, different people have different right. Go to different model.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, these are all called as, whatever you are discussing, all these are called as user settings. user
Oh.
settings and user authorizations.
Mm-hmm.
That will be
Yeah.
taken care by basis people. I told you there are two technical divisions, right?
Consultant and user. You mean?
No. Here I have mentioned technical division, right?
Uh,
This
technical.
basis people, they will take care of all these user related settings, user related things. Hello?
Hello. Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Basis.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anything else?
No, I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
No more.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. You're
Keep it.
welcome, ma'am. Have a nice time.
You too. We keep in touch. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
Um,
Bye.
bye.
Yeah, bye.